everyone. Still going with the food prep. I thought I would make a video and show you guys some of the recipes I make. If you want to see, just giving you guys some ideas. But I finished up with the Parmesan peas if you watched the last video, and I decided to transfer them to a bag. I put everything in these bags, you guys. I'm not kidding you, everything. My fridge is full of bags. I'll show you my fridge when I'm done if you want me to. And coconut oil, I use coconut oil for everything. And the reason I love coconut oil, and you can just get the cheap stuff at the grocery store. My eggs are boiling over. Because it's good to get the unrefined and all that, but this is okay. This is still good. This is the better oil for you guys to get. And I love it because, I mean, olive oil is great, and grapeseed oil and that kind of thing too. But this keeps its integrity. It does not break down when you heat it up. Olive oil does. Grapeseed oil does. It's gonna go rancid. It's gonna go rancid in your food. You may not taste it, but it's not gonna hold its nutrients, its value. So I always get the coconut oil. There's so many benefits to coconut oil. So right now I'm sauteing my broccoli. I've got a bag of frozen broccoli. You saw the last video. I just dumped it in here. I put 2 heaping tablespoons of coconut oil, and I'm just gonna cook this till it's nice and tender. I'm gonna put a little bit of sea salt on it. Sea salt's good. My favorite is pink Himalayan salt. I don't have any right now, so I'm just gonna use sea salt. But if you're buying nice salt, get you some pink Himalayan sea salt. Lots of health benefits. And a little bit of pepper. And a little bit of garlic. You can leave out the garlic, but I love garlic. My family loves garlic. Garlic has lots of health benefits also. Probably not this little powdered version, but we just like garlic. So I'm pouring those in there. That's all I'm going to put on the broccoli. You put whatever seasonings you like. Make it so your family will eat that. All right, I've got eggs boiling over there for us to put on our salads. We like boiled eggs on our salads, or at least my husband and stuff does. And by all means, if you can get eggs, organic eggs, get organic eggs. Local eggs, because you can get those so cheap. In my area, you can get eggs from the farmer for under $5 a dozen, and that is just so worth it. I know I look crazy. I told you guys this is not a glamorous video. I've got on like 3 pairs of pants, and my blue jeans are falling down because it was like 30 degrees when I went to the grocery store today. 2 jackets. My hair's pulled up, but anyway, I just like to come home and hop right into it. So next thing I'm going to do, my scissors I think are in the dishwasher here, is put my scissors back together. I'm taking asparagus. Asparagus I love now. I used to hate asparagus. My kids hated asparagus. Now we all love it. Because we learn recipes that we like. You know, I got online and Googled and researched and got on Pinterest and tried 10 different kinds, and we finally found the way that we like to eat asparagus. Now my husband loves asparagus, and he'll eat it anyway, but the rest of us didn't. But, go figure. This is kind of my go-to for everything. I put it on, I'm putting my asparagus, I don't know if you can see. I put 2 bags of frozen asparagus. I like frozen veggies because they hold their nutrients, but on a baking sheet, as you can see, I'm just going to put a couple tablespoons, coconut oil in there. Try to scatter it around on them so that they're good and coated. If you want to take the time, put them in a bag and shake it up with some melted coconut oil to coat them really good, but I'm lazy and I don't want to do that. So I'm just putting that. Big surprise, I'm going to coat them with a little bit of pepper. Bing. I don't think I'm going to do garlic on them this time. And just that sea salt. Like I said, get the Himalayan sea salt if you can't get sea salt. Don't get regular table salt if you can help it. I'm going to just preheat my oven to 350. I'm going to go ahead and pop them in and just let those roast so they look done. I don't keep recipes real good. I don't measure things out exactly. I'm sorry. It's hard for me to do that. But I think I cook those for about 20 or 30 minutes, just until they start getting a little bit of brown on them. and they look like they're good. Done. Next, I've got chicken apple sausage. It's gonna sting. Oh, excuse me. Let me move so you guys can see this. I've just got a skillet over here beside my white stove, and I'm gonna just cook these on the skillet. Now, it is a non-stick skillet, and I don't really recommend non-stick cookware at all. I don't have this is the only non-stick anything I have, and the only reason I have this non-stick is because I haven't found one that's not non-stick. So of course, even though it's non-stick, I'm gonna coat it with a little bit of coconut oil, and then grab my scissors. Told you this is not a professional video by any means. It's me in my kitchen, but I'm home by myself, so it's quiet, so I thought I would take this opportunity to show you guys. Boy, they really do not want you getting in the sausage. Okay, I think I got one out. I think I'm going to cook it whole. A lot of times I'll cut it up, you know, into little bite-sized pieces. I think I'm going to cook it before I cut it. My kids don't particularly like sausage all that much. My oldest son will eat it some now. But my 3-year-old, oh gosh, I don't want to make him older than he already is. He's grown up so fast. My 3-year-old, who will be 4 in March, is in kind of a picky phase, and he's not into breakfast meat at all. Like, the kid doesn't even like bacon. How can he not like bacon, right? So I'm just going to pop these on here and saute them. Now with meat, I really do encourage you to get the most natural meat you can. I bought groceries at my regular grocery store, and that's not the best place necessarily to get good fresh organic meat. And I understand that. I mean, hey, I was in a hurry this weekend and I didn't want to go out of my way. Oh look, here we go, because I'm blonde. You can peel it off. Ha ha ha. Blame it on being blonde, right? Anyway, so just get the best that you can at your local grocery store. I'm not going to beat you up for it. It's a step in the right direction. But get as organic as you can. So this is not certified organic. They didn't have any certified organic meat. So I just got what didn't have any nitrates. I'm really a stickler on preservatives. Nitrate preservatives in meat, I hate those. There's a lot of controversy about whether they're really bad for you or not, but I tend to think they are, and I want to err on the side of caution. So I try to get meat without. So I also bought sandwich meat this week, and it's nitrate free as well. So I'm just going to let these little babies sit here at 350 for a while. My broccoli, I think, is done. So we're gonna get a bag. I bet you're surprised about that, aren't you? Gallon-sized Ziploc bag, right on it. Sauteed broccoli. And that's all. I don't put an expiration date on things like this because I only keep food in my fridge for a week. If it gets older than a week, it's gone. And there one piece on the floor. Yeah, I'm a messy cook as well, but I will come out and pick that up in just a second. This works phenomenally if you have somebody to help you out. Like a lot of times now, my husband will help me cook when he's home. And he's not well, I take that back. He is a pretty good cook, considering he's not like a chef, but he cooks pretty well. So he helps me out. But even just somebody to like stir your stuff and put it in a bag for you is great. So I got my sauteed broccoli. I'm popping it in the fridge. It's ready to go all week long. Normally I would have made 2 bags of that, but I just wanted to cook what I had on hand this week with that stuff. So, let me turn my sausages over. sausages done, like well done, and bacon. I don't like raw bacon. My husband, my kids, they do not like bacon as crunchy as I do. So I'm gonna try not to overcook those. Fully cooked. Okay, so I don't have to worry about getting salmonella with those. All right, so that is done. Next thing I'm gonna get ready, I'm gonna back you guys up again. I'm sorry. So that I can show you how to cook my carrots. Okay, just a little baking dish. I bet you can't guess what I'm gonna put in there. Coconut oil. Just a big old spoonful. Whole baby carrots, frozen in a bag. Okay, popped in there. The ice on them, the water will work perfectly in there, so you want it just like that. I am gonna put a little bit of salt. So just a tiny sprinkling of salt. Oh, I'm still cooking that, that's not good. Boom. And then, fresh is best, but I don't have any fresh at the moment, so we're gonna do some rosemary. Rosemary, and these turn out divine. Smell good, and they are good. And I put a pretty good amount of rosemary in here. I just put some in my hand and sprinkle it all around. If I were to have to guess how much it was, I would say between 1.5 and 2 tablespoons, of rosemary on those. And I have a lid for this particular bowl. Somewhere my sausages are done, so I'm going to turn those off. But I have family all in the dishwasher. I was going to say, nobody ever puts things back where I keep them. So it's always a guessing game. So I'm just going to put a lid on my carrots, or cucumber tinfoil, pop that in the oven right beside that asparagus. That's looking great. Now, I'm going to get a plate just to let my sausage cool for a second. And yes, we are eating sausage for breakfast in the morning because it's a good source of protein. You want protein. And I'll be honest with you, it's hard for me a lot of times to get enough protein in my diet. That's one thing I do love about Shakeology, is it helps me achieve that, even though Shakeology is not a protein drink. Alright, so I'm just going to let those cool for a minute, and then I'll, guess what, pop them in the bag. Let them do their thing. Okay, green beans. I have a couple of different ways I like to cook green beans. Sometimes I saute them. But I don't want to watch that right now, so I'm just going to put them in the oven. Let me find a pot that'll hold them. Uh-oh. The lid wasn't on that, baby. Alright. So I'm just going to take a bowl. And I'm going to put these green beans in it. If these had been in a steamable bag, well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it anyway. I'm just going to take them out of the bag. Out of the bag. Popped in a microwavable bowl. And I'm going to just steam these in the microwave. Fast and easy. Now, in my family, when I grew up, our green beans were cooked with like ham and bacon fat and every kind of fat you can think of. So we don't cook like that. Okay, so I just put a little bit of water on the frozen green beans. I'm gonna go ahead and dig that lid back out and put them in the microwave. I have another microwave over here. And we'll give them, we'll start with 8 minutes and see how they turn out. Probably 10 is what they'll need. Okay, my eggs should be done. So take taking those out. And I'll cool those. Then I'll peel them and put them in a Ziploc bag and put them in the fridge. Alright, next thing I'm going to get ready is salmon. And I'll be honest, I don't like to cook salmon that has scales on the back of it. But that's all that they had, so I took it. And I always only get Alaskan salmon that is wild caught. And the reason for that is because wild caught salmon is naturally this orangey pinky color. Farm raised salmon is not. They add things to the fish to make it that color, or they feed it to them or something, but farmed salmon don't naturally have that color. And that color helps fight off disease in the fish. It's a naturally occurring thing in their diet. What I'm trying to say is that it's healthier for you, and it's healthier for the fish, and you want to eat healthy fish, trust me. Also, farmed raised salmon can get lice really easily, believe it or not. Fish actually get lice, and they give them medicine and stuff for that. So this is not completely thawed. So what I'm going to do is take a minute, microwave that, and I'm going to defrost it a little, thaw it a little, so I can cut the scales off, because my kids would be uber grossed out if their fish had scales on it. I think I would probably be a little grossed out myself trying to eat something with scales on it. So I'm gonna just go ahead and cut them out. But anyway, that's the fish I recommend. I know salmon tastes a little different than a lot of fish, and a lot of people don't like it. I didn't like it to start with, but I taught myself to like it because it is the healthiest fish you can eat. And it's about the only clean fish. When I say clean, I mean like doesn't have a lot of crap in it that you can get here in America. I'm sure you can go to specialty health food stores and buy better quality other fishes, but I don't really have that option around me. I don't particularly like tilapia. I mean, I love the taste of it, but I don't buy it because tilapia is a bottom feeder fish, and you know our oceans today are just so polluted and nasty that I don't really like to eat bottom feeder stuff. I do love the taste of oysters and shrimp. I mean, I grew up and my family had a all-you-can-eat buffet restaurant, seafood restaurant. My grandparents did for a while. So I grew up loving fried seafood and things like oysters and shrimp and all that, but they're just nasty. They're not clean to eat. So I don't really eat those very often. And tilapia is one of those fish that's a bottom feeder. So I try to stay away from tilapia, even though I know it's really promoted as a health food. And I'll eat certain kinds of tuna. But you have to be very particular about tuna as well, because a lot of tuna has mercury in it, and we don't want to eat fish that's high in mercury, of course. So the only kind of tuna that I eat is troll, like T-R-O-L-L, troll, or pole-caught albacore tuna. That's the only clean tuna out there that has far less mercury than anything else. So if you can find that, and it's not easy to find, but if you can find pole or troll, pole, P-O-L-E, or troll, T-R-O-L-L, caught albacore tuna, that's a pretty clean fish to eat as well. So those are the two kinds of fish that I stick with primarily. Now, if I'm out at a restaurant and it's like my choices are, you know, fried burger, fried chicken, nasty hot dog, all that stuff, I'm gonna choose fish if that's on the menu, even if it's tilapia or cod or flounder. You know, that's still, in my opinion, a better choice. So always go for better. Go for as good as you can, but just go for better. Okay. So, Whew, that's about all, you guys. I'm gonna have to defrost some stuff, and I don't want y'all to have to wait around for 10 minutes. So I'm just gonna tell you, with the salmon that I just popped in there, I'm gonna take the skin off of it. Let me put it back up so you can't see at least part of me. Okay, I'm gonna take the skin off of my salmon, and I'm gonna probably leave it whole if I can, and I'll cut it up when it's cooked. Or I may go ahead and cut it up. It doesn't matter. Anyway, I'm gonna put the salmon, and I'm gonna go ahead and steam the Brussels sprouts in the microwave, and then I will add them with the salmon. And I think I'm gonna put the butternut squash in there. I may cook it separately, but at the moment I think I'm gonna put the squash in there. And then I will put just some, I don't know, regular seasoning, salt, pepper, maybe garlic, I don't know. And I'm gonna cook all these in the oven together. 20 or so minutes. I tend to overcook my fish because I'm really paranoid about it for some reason. But however long you normally would cook your salmon, that's how long cook it. I'm probably gonna cook mine 20 to 30 minutes at least, just so you know. I like my Brussels sprouts a little bit, you know, brown and crispy on the top. And I like my salmon really, really done. But most people don't like fish as well done as I do. So I'm just putting that out there. Cook it, I don't know, I guess most people cook it 15 or 20 minutes. I'm gonna cook it probably at least 30. And of course I'll pop some coconut oil in there as well. And that is how I'll cook my salmon. Then I'm gonna take my chicken, and I bought some lemon pepper chicken seasoning. I'm gonna season it, and I'm probably just gonna pop this in the oven and bake it tonight because I don't wanna pull out my grill. So I will cook my chicken, cut it up into strips. Actually, this is tender, so it's already in strips. And that is how I'll cook my chicken for tonight. And that's it, you guys. That's my meal prep for the week. I'm done. You know, when this is done, I'll just pop it in the fridge, and that's it. And I think that's it. I was gonna show you guys how I did my fridge because some of y'all had asked before, but that's what my fridge looks like, honest to goodness. And it'll just have more added to it. I don't have 100% organic condiments all the time because I can't always find them. So I have like regular stuff. But if they have organic, I try to buy it. I hate buying these salad dressings that have canola oil in it. I'll be honest with you, I do buy them sometimes. This even has soybean oil. I hate soybean oil. I hate canola oil. My grocery store doesn't carry anything else. I have looked at every salad dressing they have, and I have not found one yet. I do get them in stock up when I go to like more of a health food kind of grocery store. But we had a party last weekend and I offered salad, so I bought a bunch of different kinds of regular salad dressing. That's about it. I always keep apple cider vinegar. That's not wine. Actually, I don't drink alcohol at all because it's not great for you, not healthy. I never have. I don't hate you if you do, I just never have. That's grape juice. So if we splurge, we buy grape juice like that. I always keep apple cider vinegar, and I always buy Bragg's because in my opinion, that's the best kind. That's what you want, that's what you're looking for. If you're asking me what kind of apple cider to get this kind. It's probably, $5-6 for this. And it will last you forever. I don't buy soy sauce. I don't buy any kind of soy if I can help it at all. Use this stuff instead. Bragg's liquid aminos. I always keep probiotics. Me and the kids take probiotics. My kids eat chewable probiotics every day. But everything else is like just our fruits and veggies. I do buy my kids orange juice. I have mixed feelings about orange juice, but in general, overall, it's not that bad as long as you get pulp with it. And then I buy this kind of bread, which is just like Ezekiel bread. My grocery store just happens to have another kind as well. So this is a sprouted grain bread. That's my favorite bread for you guys to get. And that's it. We've got the hummus and guacamole. And then here's the carrots. I told you guys, we keep the carrots in there. And I buy sandwich meat. This is not my favorite brand, but this is about all we've got. This or that, I think it's Hormel makes one that doesn't have the preservatives in it. So just go nitrate free at least with those. But that's it, you guys. That's kind of what my fridge looks like. Soon I'll have my main dishes in there and I'll be done for the week. That's it. All right. Good luck. See ya.